Just a few days of rain changed everything, exposing the crumbling infrastructure of crammed Bengaluru and washing away the tall claims of authorities. As roads disappeared under muddy floodwater, motorboats had to be used to rescue people from their homes. Their luxury cars, from BMWs and Range Rovers to Bentleys, were left behind, half submerged. Fish were spotted on highways and people were seen swimming in their living rooms in the posh colonies of Bengaluru, the capital city of Karnataka and India's IT hub. These stark visuals of flooding inundated social media too. Life came to a standstill in Bengaluru's key outer ring road area, which houses more than 700 companies, including offices of big international ones like Microsoft, Intel, Goldman Sachs, and Morgan Stanley. Many of these companies have had to allow work from home or pass on important work to locations outside of the city. While companies usually have business continuity plans involving such steps, they have still paid a heavy price. The Outer Ring Road Companies Associations has reportedly claimed that the flood caused a loss of 225 crore rupees to the IT and banking companies it represents on the 30th of August alone. In a September 1st letter to Chief Minister Basavaraj Bommai, the industry body asked the government to come up with short-term and medium-term plans to address the issue, stating that concerns about Bengaluru's future growth were being raised across the world. The letter warned that companies may leave if the infrastructure issues were not addressed. The contents of this letter should raise alarm bells. Why? Let's let the numbers answer that question. IT and IT-enabled services remain one of the top services exports from India. Close to 50% of the total services exports comprise IT exports. India's services exports set a new record of $254.4 billion in FY22, beating the previous high of $213.2 billion in FY20. According to the Karnataka Economic Survey, the state contributed an estimated 38% to India's FY22 software exports, which were estimated to be worth $170 billion. According to a recent report by INC 42, Bengaluru has clinched the title of India's top startup hub. It added that within India, Karnataka topped the list of states in terms of startup ecosystem development, with $62 billion in funding. Meanwhile, Delhi NCR attracted $39 billion and Maharashtra $20. The stakes are high when it comes to brand Bengaluru's future. India's startup success story has been touted across international forums by the government, which is also counting on the ecosystem to generate much-needed high-quality jobs. India also has an ambitious services export target of $1 trillion by 2030. The continued growth of the IT industry, and by extension that of Bengaluru, will be a necessary condition for achieving this goal. But now there are fears that the city's technology capital image could be in deep water, and the brand image has indeed been dented.
Bangalore's brand is being hurt by these reports of flooding, bad governance, and corruption. A very large number of tech companies with around 10 lakh people being employed is along that outer ring road stretch. It has some of the largest, most well-known companies in the world. Any city in the world, any country in the world will be very proud to have so many people employed by such great companies in the city. Sadly, in Bangalore, many people in Vidhan Saudha, the seat of government, take it for granted since illegal constructions have come up in the Raja Kalaways, which are the big drains connecting one lake to another. That entire area was a lake area. The lakes have been breached. And when it rained heavily, being low-lying areas, water accumulated, then flowed through the Raja Kalaways to another lake downstream. Now, since you're blocked, water is accumulating there. The result of corruption, politicians getting the real estate business, flouting the rules, and lack of governance. But we are emboldened by the fact that the Chief Minister has acknowledged that things have gone wrong and has announced a series of steps. We hope the Chief Minister set up a high-powered committee under an additional Chief Secretary to ensure that his promises are carried out and work is done. The world is watching what the government will do to remedy the situation.
But Bengaluru can still salvage the situation. A senior IT services veteran based in Bengaluru told Business Standard that when he spoke to 5 large Fortune 500 firms, none said that the recent flood would make them move out of the state or the city. The National Association of Software and Service Companies also appeared to be committed to staying put. Last week, a NASSCOM-led consortium of software companies met Karnataka IT and BT Minister CN Aswatha Narayana to discuss the way forward. State officials have agreed to have IT sector participation in governance mechanisms planned for Bengaluru's tech corridors. The officials will also hold a meeting with the industry to discuss plans once every fortnight. Advertising guru Prahlad Kakkar said that Bengaluru's image as a cosmopolitan city had taken a bit of a beating. But he added that this was a problem that also plagued other cities in India, including Mumbai, where flooding is routine. Kakkar concluded that the underlying causes would have to be addressed seriously if brand Bengaluru was to emerge again as a vibrant city. What is clear is that if the authorities have the will, the city can definitely brave the deluge and emerge stronger than before.
If you like this video, share it and subscribe to Business Standard. For more news, views and insights, log on to www.business-standard.com. Do also follow us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Telegram and LinkedIn.